is good, ladies and gentlemen? So, as all of you know from my recent uploads here on this platform, I am migrating away. So, onto Rockfin, where you can find me if you look to your left, right that way, you can see the address where you can now find my content. And yes, most of that is behind a paywall, but you can blame this platform for it because, as I said, it's no longer feasible for me to release my most valuable content for free because I've spent over 16 years on this, generated over 13 million views on this platform, and all they paid me for those thousands and thousands of hours of work was less than $10. Why? Because they demonetized all my content all the time. And of course, when I came back on this platform today to upload this video, I saw that I had a video removed for harassment and bullying. And when I looked at the topic, it was about Jeffrey Epstein and global warming. So I assume I made some really negative comment about Jeffrey Epstein, and YouTube is saying that qualifies as bullying and harassment. I mean, there's just zero ethics or morals at this platform. So obviously I made the right choice. And also Rockfin, right? I've had some personal emergencies I had to tend to for the past couple of weeks. So I haven't posted any new content on there for 2 weeks. And 2 weeks ago, I had 8 subscribers and I came back 2 weeks with no new content uploaded. Now I went from 8 to 518 subscribers. So obviously, YouTube is not only demonetizing me, but they're shadow banning me. They've been doing that incessantly. Every single video I upload, they never forward even to those that have subscribed to my channel. They never let them know I've uploaded new content. And as well, those people that look for the content of the videos I upload here on this platform, they shadow ban my content, meaning that they don't allow their search algorithms to return my content. So obviously I made a very correct choice, and I hope that all of you watching this that have received value from my videos I made for 16 years running for free on this platform. I gave you 16 years and thousands of hours of my labor for free on this platform. I hope that some of you will at least feel that you gained enough value out of this 16 years to follow me over to Rockfin. So again, that's rockfin.com/skwealthacademy. So what do you get? And also on Patreon too. And what would you get, for example, if you became a Patreon member for just $10 a month? Because $10 is probably the sweet spot and the highest value content membership at my benefactor level, because you receive the most bonus content. First of all, you receive at least 4 to 5 financial analysis videos every single week, in which I'm analyzing everything from individual stocks to the general stock market, like US stock market and other global stock markets, to oil and other commodities like soybeans. I once said go long on soybeans at a very low price, and the soybean prices exploded higher. So literally people have made thousands and thousands of dollars from my guidance I've provided on Patreon for just $10 a month. And think about this, even Glassnode, I've spoken about cryptocurrencies recently, released a critically important podcast on June 13th and about the analysis, and then followed that up with, that was a 42-minute analysis, and I followed that up with a 51-minute analysis just a couple days ago on June 20th, and then I also released an article, and in those I basically discussed what factors that I have discovered worked for predicting immediate Bitcoin price movements very accurately. And guess what? There's no technical chart analysis. There's no head and shoulders pattern. All that stuff is garbage, because the big whales and the traders are the ones that move the market and move the Bitcoin prices in the derivative market. So my exact thing was, I gave a point in time in May when Bitcoin prices were still dipping. Well, let's go back even a little before then, because on April 22nd, I released a 1-hour podcast called The Most Important Bitcoin Podcast Ever. Why? Because around that time, when Bitcoin prices were $55,000, and during part of the recording of that podcast, because it was an hour long, so it took me several days, Bitcoin was trading closer to $58,000. And I said, I feel it really imperative to make a podcast now, because a lot of people are saying the fundamentals are showing that Bitcoin is going to explode higher to 1,000. There's going to be a small pause, and it's going to move right up to $100,000 very quickly. And I said, that is ludicrous. These are people that are looking at rubbish technical charts and doing their technical chart analysis on this, looking at the net buying, selling volume of hodlers, and then saying it's turned positive for the first time on April 15th. So you need to go buy and go long and go strong right now. And I said, no. There's much more evidence that Bitcoin prices are going to pull back quite significantly. And I gave that warning. And in fact, later on in the Daily Lens videos, there's 4 to 5 videos I said I provide to all my Patreons, at least at the transcendent level and higher. I said, if I were a Bitcoin trader, this was exactly what I said. I said I would sell my Bitcoin at 58,000, and what that turned out to be correct. And then when I gave the indicators, and I discussed the indicators that I look to see whether there's any type of buying signal, because I don't use any fundamental analysis, I don't use any technical chart analysis. I said there is no buying signal when Bitcoin dipped to 50,000. None existed at 45, none existed at 40, none existed at 35. I said that there was evidence that given that perhaps one should buy just a couple of days ago. So and then whether or not that's going to continue, you can find out if you become a patron at SK Wealth Academy. So again, I Glassnode, a lot of Bitcoin hodlers will subscribe to Glassnode. Glassnode charges $800 a month for their technical charts and their fundamental charts, and you can't even pay that monthly. They require an annual membership payment, which means you have to put up $9,600 up front. And I guess that's no big deal for those that hold millions of Bitcoin. Who cares? You're going to pay $9,600 a year. But even then, how valuable is that analysis versus, I'm telling you, there's not one single person I've heard speak online or write an article online, or no billionaire that's been interviewed over and over and over again, including Michael Saylor or Mark Cuban, that's spoken about these indicators that would have told you that you shouldn't have started buying it until Bitcoin went to 29,000. And I gave that indicator on June 13th to all of my patrons. So this is the type of analysis. You're going to get updates every single week on where I think gold and silver prices are going. Like I said, I address other commodities at the time, like platinum, like soybeans, oil. I was spot on my predictions about crude oil going much higher. So there is a wealth of information you can get for just $10. And at Rockfin, I think Rockfin is a flat fee of $10, or I think it's $10 a month. You can go check it out because it's not specific just to my content. You get access to every single Rockfin creator for that small nominal fee. So every single person creating content on Rockfin, which is really valuable content because it's the type of content that this platform hates, because we speak power to truth and we speak reality when we're speaking, like giving financial analysis. We're giving great financial analysis that the owners of this platform don't want anyone to hear, because it's the truth and reality of what's coming. So just keep that in mind. This is a short PSA. Bless up to all my YouTube subscribers, but I hope you do follow me, migrate with me to Rockfin and or Patreon, because this is the only way we can keep truth alive. And if we don't receive your financial support, truth will die. So thanks a lot for watching. As always, remain immensely and intensely curious. So long.